everybody is doing well, being blessed, good health. I just wanted to share something with you all. And not real long. Not to I'm not trying to shine a light or any of that, but I'm trying to shine a light. Not trying to shine light on myself, but I'm trying to shine a light. I'll put it like that. So, sorry, y'all, I'm being nice. Um, I was recently in Target and I was running literally in there to get some things and before I needed to get to my next destination. And obviously, it is holiday season, so people are, filling their baskets with all sorts of everything, all this rigmarole going, um, great pageantry. Anyway, I get my items and I get in the line, and this particular line had just opened up, and this little cashier, I have gone to her several times, and she's pretty quick and she's friendly. So I'm like, okay, I'm going over here. And so I went and got up there after she opened, and this lady, this young girl came behind me. She had a little girl with her, and I can hear her talking to the baby and things like that. And she had something. She was telling the baby, "Don't put that in her mouth," and stuff like that. I'm like, you cute little girl. Anywho, the cashier was ringing up my stuff, and she got to the end, and she asked me a couple questions because I did have some cards in there. So she asked the value. I told her the value to put on there, and that was that. And so, meanwhile, I can, I'm looking around. I just, I'm observing everybody around me, and I see this young girl behind me still, and I notice her basket. And so by the time I was finished checking out, I was given a receipt, and I took it, and then I stood to the side, but at the end of the register, and so the cashier was like, yes, and I looked at her, and the young girl behind me was not looking at me at all. She wasn't paying attention to either one of us. And I said to her, the cashier, I pay for her stuff. And she was just like, and then she said, oh. And I was like, okay. So at that point, and there was some other people that had caught on to what was going on at that point. And y'all, I was not trying to, and so it was kind of like, it was a lot of chatter at that point. And I was trying to keep it on the low. Like I wasn't trying to bring any kind of attention. I didn't yell it out. I mouthed it, and she understood what I said. And everybody just, but the young girl still, because she was paying attention to the baby. And so she looked at me when she was ringing up the last name, and I dipped back real quick and, you know, did the deal. And the little girl, and then I turned around and, and she was just like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, and she said, you just don't. I said, Queen, don't worry, I got you. Um, and she was like, I want to cry. And she was like, I don't know what to do. And the cashier was like, I've never seen this in my life. Like, never. And everybody was just looking, and I'm just like, again, trying to get, do what I need to do and dash. Like, I'm trying to, you know, um, but at the same time, I wanted to look at everybody and say, okay, now turn around everybody and do what I just did. It just takes that one random act, that one. Just something laid it on my heart to do this and to pick that one. And she said, ma'am, can I give you a hug? And I'm like, you could give me a hug. Because she was like, I'm about to cry. And I said, you could give me a hug. And I said, like I said, I just wanted to, excuse me, I just wanted to, I needed to do that. So, for you, now, I didn't know her. She didn't know me. She said, you have no idea. I didn't know what I was going to do. My husband just lost his job. And in my head, I'm saying, you know? Because I felt that. I really felt that. And then she said, he left me. Oh my God. And I was already praying at that moment. I was already praying for her. And she said, I just found out I'm expecting again. I was about to cry. Straight up. But what I saw, I did see what was in the, like I said, I'm a very observant person. But what I noticed that all the rigmarole going on, what everybody was tossing in the baskets, people probably didn't really need all that, whatever. I know they have good hearts, kind hearts and stuff, but sometimes it's about the next person. It truly is. She had diapers. She had wipes. It's a couple other things, some shoes for the baby. The other items I did not actually uh hone in on. I just noticed, I checked my receipt because I on the app you could see the items, so I know exactly what I paid for. Some prenatals. Um, but them diapers, that's what caught me, and I'm like, there's no Christmas stuff. She had a small toy for the baby. It was just really small, and I'm just like, I wish I could have done more at that moment. But when I saw the diapers, I'm just like, there's no way I'm gonna let this girl pay for this stuff. Cause diapers cost a grip, y'all, a grip. And I just was like, that's it. Um, I mean, again, not to shine a light on me, but sometimes this happened in the grocery store. It happened in other stores. And I share to kind of give other people some motivation to go out and pay it forward. Pay it forward sometime. You might not have it all. Tell them you want to put 10, 15, 20 on it, whatever. And yeah, that's all you have to do. And walk away. So hopefully, well, I know, it was a blessing, and I just said to myself, maybe, sis will, get something for herself, you know, with what she didn't have to put out on all the items that I purchased for her. Get something else for the baby or whatnot. I'm glad that I was able to get her, those shoes and things. Um, but I always tell y'all, and I've always said this from day one, everybody has a story, and you don't know their story. That's why I've never come on here ever and judged anybody or said anything ill about anybody, regardless, because you don't know people and you don't really know where they come from. Even if they're sitting here on this camera every day telling you stuff, you just really don't know. And I did not know her story. I don't even know all of her story. But that little bit that she said touched me in a way that I knew I was doing right. But when she told me what she did after I paid for that stuff, I just was like I said, I was about in tears myself, saying, my God, because there wasn't nobody but God that made me do that. I told her I've been there, done that. I'm not above anybody. I'm not. And never proclaimed to be. But I'm just blessed that I was a blessing. And that's how I like to come. I like to be a blessing, whether it's through spoken word when I come on here, um, the random act of kindness, whatever. I just like to be a blessing. And hopefully, those that need it, receive it. And that's all I can say. Um, I'm just, yeah, just, I don't know. I'm just, and again, I'm not trying to shine a light. There's plenty of people like me. Plenty. I just like to hear when people can come back and say, hey, sis, you made me think about this. You really inspired me to go out and do this. Um, if it was just more people that thought like that, that's what I'm liking. More people that thought, hey, turn around and help the next person, because you don't know. Cook them a meal. You don't know. Offer to pay for their food. You don't know. You don't know. And see what becomes of it. Even if you think, nothing. You're not doing it for glory and vanity and for the show off. Because my goodness, I wasn't. Like I said, I was trying to do what I set out to do and leave. Not for the whole target to be looking and saying, look at this lady do this for this young girl. And yeah, so I'm just yeah. And then I have to go back in the store and the people be like, you the lady that did such and such. um yeah, anyway, that's not me, y'all. I'm just trying to be incognito. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I just like I said, I felt I needed to this was put on my heart to to share. If not this time of the year, make it any time of the year. Any time of the year is a good time to share. Sow a good seed. Peace.